All right, guys, welcome to the team chat. Today is March 2nd, and I am super, super pumped to kind of just go over some basic things that I think we forget a lot about. I want to touch on goals. I want to touch on our team calendar and the launch of 22 Minute Hardcore. These are some things that I think are going to be really important in the coming months. It's only, what is it? The 62nd day of the year. Like, we are fresh still into 2016, and we have a lot of growing, a lot of learning to do. And so I want to start with small wins. I want you to focus on, I think February, a lot of people did really, really well. We had a lot of successes as a team. As a team, we did some of our best work ever and helped so many people. And I'm so proud of us for doing that. But along that road, I know a lot of us individually didn't reach our own individual goals. And sometimes that's hard. It's hard. I shouldn't say sometimes it's hard. It's hard all the time. I mean, I personally fell way short of my personal goals, and I threw myself a huge, big pity party, and I was not happy with myself. But then I started looking at what I actually did for the month, and it was the first time that I was finally digging into some professional development. I was, getting consistent with my power of threes and amping them up times like 4 or 5 consistently, something that I'd been wanting to do for a long time. And I was posting regularly, and I was really getting a good following from the people that like my page and are on my social media. So you need to focus on the small things that you're actually doing, your action steps. I know we did a call on this maybe a month or 2 ago, but the action steps are what you need to tie your successes to. Because if you tie your successes to your results, it doesn't work. You get frustrated, and it's frustrating when you tie your worth and your success to your results. And yes, results are important. Yes, they make a big difference in our business, but you will get the results with consistency. So making sure that you're doing that power of 3. And if you're wanting to boost your business, multiplying that power of 3 times 4 times 5, and making sure that you're getting in those power hours, making sure that you're doing personal development, but that you're also doing professional development. And if you don't know what that difference is, I'll kind of break it down for you. One of the top coaches, Jessica Pasola, I think that's how you say her name. She is a pretty new coach. She's only been coaching for about 2 years, I think. And I want to say she's like 12-star diamond or something like that. But she focuses a lot on professional development and personal development. So personal development is like yourself, focusing on, number one, yourself. Listening to things like Joel Osteen and Brene Brown and Grant Cardone, my man, listening to the development that's focused on yourself. That's personal development. Professional development is doing training, like actual training on how to use social media and Facebook ads, on how to use Google Forms, or how to figure out Pinterest or whatever social media platform you want to be using, maybe listening to some marketing podcasts. Professional development is becoming a better coach and making sure that you are able to reach as many people as you can. And sometimes that takes an investment. And I know that for a long time in my business, I struggled to invest in my business because I was so nervous about getting a return. But whenever I invest in my business, it comes back. And you have to pay attention to your investments too. Like, I boosted a post yesterday. I looked at it today, not doing so hot. So I stopped the boost. Like, I stopped it before it spent all of the money that I had allotted for it. So you have to be smart and pay attention, but you have to invest in personal development and professional development. And there's tons of free trainings. You guys know that there's tons of stuff on YouTube. And I'm not talking about coaches telling you what to do. I'm talking about real market people who are making an impact and who are doing things like Sandy Krakowski. She's one that sticks out because I did a lot of Facebook training with her a few years ago. But Facebook has changed. That's the other thing that I want to tell you. The game has changed from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like killing it. Like, it was one of the top points in my business was 2 years ago. And I think that was why I was so frustrated with myself this past month, because I was like, that was 2 years ago. Why did I not hit the same goals that I did 2 years ago? Because everything is different. Facebook is completely different. The way people scroll through their news feeds is completely different. life has changed a lot in 2 years. And so we have to be willing to adapt, and we have to be willing to learn the new techniques and tricks that are necessary for growing a substantial business, through the coaching opportunities. So I really wanted to touch on that just because I think it's something that we miss a lot of. I think it's something that's easily overlooked, and you don't understand the value of it until you start diving in and really separating that out into, maybe you do a half-hour personal development and you do a half-hour professional development, or just 10 minutes and 10 minutes, whatever you want to do, but just making sure that you get both of those things in. So focusing on the small wins, making sure it's only the 2nd of March. Make sure that you have goals set out for March. And I would highly encourage, and I'm not good at this and I need to rewrite my goals list since I started brainstorming through this, but I would highly encourage writing out goals of how many people you're going to present to this month. How many people are you going to present the business to? Not how many coaches are you going to sign up, but how many people are you going to present the business to? How many people are you going to invite to a challenge group? How many people are you going to help with a free clean eating group? Those simple things. I want you to focus on how many people you're going to actually invite. Focus on that first vital behavior. Invite, and really track the people that you're inviting. The second thing on your goals list that I think is really important is to write out what personal and professional development that you're going to do. Write out how much you're going to do each week. Are you going to read a book a week, a book a month? Or are you going to find a certain training and complete so many modules of that training? Make sure that you have that. And then if you have a downline, focus on how you're going to help those coaches. Focus on how you're going to help your new coaches get started right. Are you going to add them to the new coach training, which I still am working on? I know it's not completely finished yet, but I'm working on it. And just really focusing on your personal goals for this month, and make them goals that at the end of the month, when you look at them, they're not tied to results. They're tied to your action steps. And then at the end of the month, no matter how many Success Club points you have, no matter how many people you helped, no matter how many people joined your team, you know that you did the actions that you set out to do, and you had a great month because of it. Okay? So I really want you to focus on that with your goals. Does anybody have any questions on the goal setting, the small wins, consistency, those kinds of things? Okay, I'm going to screen share. Michelle, I know you can't see this, but I'm going to screen share our team calendar. So the team calendar is something that I put a lot of time into, and I think it's something that can be really helpful. I want to try to make these more throughout the year so that we can make sure that we're focusing on what we need to be posting every day. So yesterday, 22-minute hardcore launched. We're going to talk about that, but guys, I think that program is going to be bigger than it can be, bigger than anything we've ever done before. 22 minutes is not a lot of time, and the results that I've been seeing are unbelievable. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But every Wednesday night, you guys know we have a team chat, except for once a month, we're going to be doing the Backstage Pass. Backstage Pass is March 16th. We're going to be doing that for an hour, and I would love it if we could have as many downline coaches in there as possible. The difference with this team calendar that I did is I made it to where I have jabs and hooks. So if you haven't read Jab, 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 Right Hook, basically a jab is simply, it's like sharing something without the invite. So for instance, I posted something about a healthy meal today, and I said, hearty and comfort food doesn't have to be unhealthy. Like hearty can be delicious and nutritious or something like that. Talking about healthy food, that's a jab. Talking about, like today I went out and ran errands with my Shakeology, and I said, I used to stop at the grocery, or I used to, on days that I would run errands, I would have to stop and grab fast food. And now I don't have to do that anymore. And I haven't done it for 4 years. So glad I got rid of that habit. That's a jab. A hook would be an actual invite. Like, I'm so excited to release this cafe latte flavor. I need 10 people to test it out with me. Will you be one of the 10 people to test it out? Or posting up a Google form for people to fill out to join your challenge and saying, if you want to join me, fill out this Google form. Simple things like that are hooks that are actually inviting. You want to do more jabs than hooks, but you want to make sure that you're doing them consistently. And I have in this spreadsheet different types of jabs you can do for the groups that we're going to be running. So we, on the 14th of March, are going to be doing our first 7-day Shakeology Taste Tester Challenge. So it is going to be a healthy eating group where they will be required to utilize the Shakeology Taste Sampler, the 7-day Taste Sampler, and one of the coaches designed it. It's really great. And so they'll be able to try out their Shakeology 7 different ways for an entire week with a great meal plan, which will be really great. So in our calendar, they would need to order that by the 7th because that's a week before. So starting tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you jab one day, you hook the next. You jab one day, you hook the next. And then you get some people in. Hopefully you have, 2 or 3 or 4 that want to join that test group. And then whenever we're done with that test group, we're going to be talking to them about, do they want to start a whole challenge, a whole 21-day challenge, or a whole 30-day challenge, however you want to do it. I also have in here jabs for the 22-minute group. The 22-minute hardcore group is going to be starting on the 21st. Now, if there's people who want to do a different program, that's okay. I think I would like to make this an exclusive 22-minute hardcore group if we can, though. So make sure that you're talking about short workouts. Make sure that you yourself have ordered the 22-minute hardcore. Make sure that you've ordered that and that you're going to be able to start that pretty soon so that you can, be talking about it and telling people how great it is and how I can't believe I was done my workout in 22 minutes and I feel amazing, those kinds of things. Also, make sure that you're jabbing being a coach. Basically, what that means is explaining how coaching has made your life better with simple little things. Like, I was able to fill my gas tank up without worrying about it. Or without being a coach, I wouldn't have the confidence that I have now whenever I'm going to the mall or something like that. Different things that coaching has done for you. Really think about how your life has changed since you became a coach. What's different about you on the inside? How has things changed on the inside? And if it's brought you some financial rewards, then talk about that as well, but it doesn't have to be that way. I remember when I first signed up as a coach, I was getting so frustrated because I would see Meg do so well and she would have these great posts about how she was able to quit her job and how she was able to do all this stuff. And I was like, well, I'm making like $20 a week. But hey, $20 a week fills up the gas tank. $20 a week, can make sure that you have some extra groceries that are completely paid for. Make sure that you can pay off some debt. Those little things make a big difference in people's lives. So make sure that if you have any financial rewards from this business, talk about it. And if you don't yet, talk about how you're excited for it for the future, about how it's changing you as a person physically, emotionally, spiritually, because I know that this business opportunity has done that for so many of us. So make sure, if you haven't already, I've got the March calendar in the files section of the team page. Make sure you print it out and follow along with jabbing and hooking and just making sure that you're doing those little things. It says my internet connection is unstable, so hopefully it's not too unstable. But does anybody have questions about the team calendar? Anything? I don't know why I can't unmute you guys. I keep trying to. Anything? Nope. Okay. One more thing that I wanted to go over, and then we will be done. I basically just wanted to go over, why can't I see any of you? I don't know. I don't know why I can't see you guys anymore. But I want to go over the 22-minute hardcore. There you are. I wanted to go over 22-minute hardcore because this is going to be huge. If you haven't already, make sure you order it. Make sure that you are talking about it. We have that on sale for $140, which is great. I love it when we have the $140 challenge packs. So we have that one on sale for $140. We also have PiYo on sale for $140. And I know that's a lot of our favorite program because it's so good for pretty much anybody who needs to reach a health and fitness goal. Whether you're a runner and you need flexibility and to elongate your muscles, or if you're a lifter and you just need flexibility to prevent injury, or if you're doing cardio and you just need to give your body a break. PiYo is amazing. So make sure that you're talking to people, maybe people that you've talked to before about it. Definitely talk about PiYo. And then we've got the 3-day refresh as well that is also on the challenge pack sale. So we have all 3 of those that are going to be huge for this month in March. The 22-minute hardcore is hardcore. It looks really, really intense. It comes with a sandbag in the challenge pack this month. I don't think it will always come with a sandbag. I think that's exclusively for this month. I think after that, that's going to go away. But I think that that's going to be really big. It's an 8-week program. Every workout is 22 minutes. And it also comes with the eating plan that's very similar to the 21-day fix. It does not come with the containers though. So that's a golden opportunity for you to give away containers to people who order the challenge pack. They're like $20, I think, if you have them. And I always have them sent directly to that person. So you can probably do, I think our incentive is $25 a week. Maybe it's $50 a week. I think it's $25. I would just do 1 a week. I would say I'm giving away 4 sets of containers for the first 4 people who sign up for the 22-minute hardcore so that you can have the containers to follow the eating plan. Simple as that. And talk about how definitely share results. Definitely share how you're liking the program when you first get it. Even if you don't get it, talk about what other people are saying. I know that it's not, if you order it though, it should be on demand, within a couple days. Like I think it said it within 48 hours, it should be in your on demand. It's tricky though, because it looks like it's in your on demand, because I looked yesterday, like right when I ordered it, and I was like, how is it already in my on demand? But it's not. You have to pay for it first. It's in your purchases programs. So with that said, that's pretty much all I have to say about 22-minute hardcore. If you do have questions about it, go to the FAQ and search it. If you are looking for results, make sure that you are looking up, the information on it so that you have everything that you need for your clients. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is setting up a Google form. I'm going to be doing pins on Pinterest, ads on Facebook. That's my route. If you have a really good group of friends who you think would be into a 22-minute workout, post that you're looking for 5 friends to go through this program with you, that you're looking for 10 friends to go through this program with you, that we start on the 21st of March, and that you're really excited for them to get results. And then when you're talking to them and they're nervous, if they're nervous about it all, make sure you tell them that there's a money-back guarantee. If they don't like the results at the end of the program, they can send it back. There's no problem with them sending it back. And if they follow the program, they're going to get results. So they're not going to send it back because they're going to get results. Does anybody have any questions about 22-minute hardcore or anything else? Nope. All right. That's pretty much all I had to say. So to recap, focus on your small wins. Make sure that your goals are set on your action steps, not on your results. So make sure that they're set on the number of people that you're inviting to your team, the number of people that you're inviting to your challenge group, the action steps that you can actually take. Make those your goals for March and write them out. Have them in a written game plan right in front of you so that you can look at them every single day. And then as you're going through them, mark them off. Make sure that you print out the team calendar. And when it says Jab Coaching, talk about how coaching has done a great thing for you. When it says Jab 22-minute hardcore, talk about how you love short, super short workouts. When it says Hook, make sure that you're inviting people. When it says, whether that be to the 7-day Shakeology sample group, whether that be to the coaching event that we have happening on the 16th, or if that's to the challenge group, make sure that you're hooking and actually inviting people. If you have questions about the schedule, just comment below it or, tag it in the team and we can definitely help you with that. And then finally, 22-minute hardcore, make sure you're talking about it. Launch months are huge, huge months in the business because we are able to reach a new demographic of people every single time we have a new launch. So this is the biggest launch right now. We have no idea what's coming this summer, which hopefully we'll be finding out, in the next couple months, what's going to be coming in July at Summit. But right now, 22-minute hardcore, it's going to be freaking awesome. And I can't wait. And so I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I think that it can be bigger than T25 because you guys know I hated T25. Julie, I see your face. I think that this can be I mean, do you guys remember how big T25 was? It was 25 minutes and people were like blown away. And I hated that program more than anything. So for 22 minutes with like Tony Horton, who I actually initially did not like as a trainer, who I love now as a trainer, I think it's just going to be amazing. So you never know until you try it. I can't wait for all of us to try it out together. Our team challenge group will start on the 21st. I want you guys, we'll have a big team group that we'll put together, but then I want you to individually have your clients in the My Challenge Tracker app. And if you don't know how to use the My Challenge Tracker app, I would search it in the FAQ in the Coach Online office. I'm not sure which FAQ it is, but if you scroll down to the Coach Online office, click FAQ and just search My Challenge Tracker app, you'll be able to see how to utilize it. And there's tons of videos in there too, but I love it. So I would definitely highly suggest utilizing it. I'm learning about it because it's different and there's always a learning curve with any app, but it's really, really good. And I think it's going to be really helpful as we continue to grow it, because hopefully we'll be able to, track our containers in there at some point with the eating plan. Like, this is just the beginning. So I think that it's going to continue to evolve, but I think that it's a really great thing. I think it's nice for challengers to have and to be able to check in. And I think it's great for us coaches to be able to see what they're doing too. It's a little bit easier than having to log onto Facebook, find the group, that sort of thing. It's just in your app, grab it and go. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for hopping on. If you have any questions, just throw them into the team page and we will talk soon. Okay, guys?
Bye.
Bye.